Tonight, new questions about taxpayer spending and personal ties involving former State Superintendent Ryan Walters. News 4's Spencer Humphrey has been going through new records obtained since Walters left office, and they're raising ethical concerns over staff bonuses, travel, and even a gift from country music star Lee Greenwood. Here's what Spencer found.
Since new leadership took over at OSDE, since State Superintendent Ryan Walters resigned, we've finally been getting a lot of our open records requests fulfilled. We got all of these in just October alone, and looking through them, we found some things you might find interesting, including records we told you about last week that show former State Superintendent Ryan Walters paid his press secretary Madison Searcy a $10,000 performance bonus with taxpayer dollars during his last week on the job before leaving to become CEO of a group called the Teacher Freedom Alliance. As we told you, in her only 2.5 months on the job, Searcy never once responded to one of our requests for comment. That massive bonus for her job performance raised legal experts' eyebrows.
You know, large bonuses, terrifically large bonuses for state employees just really doesn't pass the smell test.
Then a couple days after that story aired last week, we noticed a change on the Teacher Freedom Alliance's website. See, there's Ryan Walters listed as the CEO, but now look who it lists as the press secretary. It's Madison Searcy.
That is mind-boggling. I think that's very concerning.
Ellen Poggemiller is a state representative we told you requested the Oklahoma Ethics Commission investigate Walters' relationship with the Teacher Freedom Alliance while he was in office.
Why was that relationship happening? Was his agenda always to utilize his role as state superintendent to garner a position outside of the state for his own financial gain?
We know Walters paid Searcy that bonus sometime between September 22nd and 30th when he left OSDE. Then she left OSDE mid-October and was working with Walters at the Teacher Freedom Alliance by the very next week.
Makes you question what kind of conversations were happening again before he left office.
The fact that they have continued to work together, it's not illegal, but it certainly raises the question of why she got the large bonus. One wonders if state money has been used appropriately.
Poggemiller previously requested an ethics investigation in March when Walters had OSDE communication staff publish press releases to promote the Teacher Freedom Alliance. But we found their ties date back even further. It's all laid out in these travel records we got for Walters' chief policy advisor, Matt Langston. At least 3 times in 2023 and 2024, the state paid for Langston and Walters to go to events hosted by the Teacher Freedom Alliance's parent organization, the Freedom Foundation. Walters was a keynote speaker at 2 of them. The Freedom Foundation then paid for Langston and Walters' airfare. Each of them paid nothing out of pocket.
State employees can attend conferences, and under strict situation and compliance, some of their expenses can be reimbursed by the conference itself. But that has to be public knowledge. It has to be above board, and the amount and the terms and conditions of it have to be beyond suspect.
Outside of the Teacher Freedom Alliance, we also unearthed another record raising ethical concerns. This video, beginning with country singer Lee Greenwood signing something with a Sharpie. You can hear Ryan Walters chatting in the background.
That is fantastic.
Greenwood then reads off a script promoting the use of his God Bless the USA Bible in Oklahoma schools.
I am proud to partner with my friend Ryan Walters and the state of Oklahoma in their endeavor to reintroduce to the students there and the biblical influences that made our country great. I hope you'll join me in supporting Ryan on his mission. God bless you, and God bless the USA.
After a few more takes, Walters joins in.
And God bless the USA.
That was fantastic, Lee. I appreciate that very much.
A second angle reveals what Greenwood was doing with that Sharpie. He's signing a guitar, then gifting it to Walters.
We are such big fans of yours.
Well, thank you.
That means the world to me, Lee.
Records show those videos were filmed no later than November of last year. A month earlier, Walters and OSDE issued a request for proposals seeking a supplier the state could buy Bibles from to put in classrooms. It was supposed to be awarded through the state's competitive bidding process. But OSDE originally worded it in such a way only one Bible could qualify, Lee Greenwood's God Bless the USA Bible. And now seeing these videos, it seems clear to Poggemiller Walters only ever had Greenwood in mind.
I would not accept gifts like that. If someone's going to be influenced by gifts and promises of X, Y, and Z, Superintendent Walters is, someone I'm concerned with being in that category.
And looking at everything we found, big picture leaves her hoping the Ethics Commission looks through it all.
I think to me, what it points to is that this relationship goes back farther, and what does that mean for what we have funded as a state?
In Oklahoma City, Spencer Humphrey, Oklahoma's News 4.
All right, Spencer, we've contacted Walters about all of this. So far, no response.